trick me with new intro and old intro. Get that. Welcome to the morning.
I was like, someone lit the wrong intro.
I'm like, what's the wrong one? What's going on? But I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Alec and Mark. How you guys feeling?
Tired.
I'm feeling super fantastic. My mom comes to visit today, so she's staying with us for about a week. I'm super excited, but first I wanted to get this podcast on the road. So
that's awesome. And the fact that your mom's able to come in and you have a room to put her in is phenomenal, man. That is so very cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Happy old June 1st.
I know.
Good morning. What's up, Duarte?
Good morning, Duarte. Happy to have you here.
Bro, are you ready? Are you ready, Alec?
It's not happening.
It's not happening, so.
Not happening. I've been telling y'all this whole time. Not happening.
So if it happens on June 2nd, will it still count as it happened?
You said June 1st. If it ain't June 1st, I don't want to hear no technicality BS. Nah.
All right. So what are we talking about? We're talking about the A.J. Brown, Philadelphia Eagles, heavily expected trade. Everyone's talking about the shifting of the calendars. Is going to, Eagles could spread his dead money charges over multiple seasons and likely will land with the New England Patriots. This is what we've been waiting for. Tomorrow is June 1st. I do expect it to happen, but I expect it to happen probably. I expect it Tuesday. I don't think it's the first to get traded.
You think it is a lot that's the Patriots?
I think it's 90% trade.
I heard something and I was not a fan of it.
What did you hear?
Jacksonville, swap, BTJ.
Ooh, that would be excellent for the Eagles.
I don't want BTJ going to the Eagles. I already got a Cowboys receiver. I don't want a freaking Eagles one too. All I would need is a Giants, and I'd have all four because I'd Terry McLaurin too.
How would you feel about that, Alec? BTJ for AJ Brown.
I mean, you're getting a younger player, better for the cap, and if you still get a pretty good pick out of it too, I mean, it's not terrible to me. I think that'd be great to have him there. Truthfully, BTJ, his skill set is actually not that far off from AJ Brown. He's a great deep threat, and that's what you would need.
Without the diva attitude right now.
Yeah. So essentially, then you would still have 1A and 1B with him and Smitty. So you'd be finding Mekhi Lemon in the slot, and if the Eagles can learn how to throw the ball over the middle, then you have probably the best trio of wide receivers as long as they all hit.
To throw the ball to the middle.
No,
I know that's the one thing that I know the new OC is trying to work on because working under center instead of the RPO action. So I wouldn't hate it. I would have to see what the pick would be included.
What are you talking about?
If it's BTJ, you're getting a
unstoppable play under center.
If it's BTJ, it's a 4th round pick. It's BTJ in the 4th for AJ. There's nothing.
Yeah, there is a little. I heard there will be some other draft compensation, but it's nothing high.
It won't be anything high. I mean, BTJ is a 1st round pick in itself.
I think the highest I saw was like BTJ in the 3rd,
which would be good.
Yeah, we'll see what Howie Roseman wants to do.
But then the Eagles also give up like a later draft pick too.
Yeah, it'll be like if it's 3rd, 5th,
6th or something like that.
Yeah, some type of swap. I got you. Okay, so we know the AJ Brown thing is something that's going to be news. If it happens or doesn't happen, on who it happens with, no matter what this week. What other things do you think might happen? So, like, for example, does Anthony Richardson get traded?
Does Anthony Richardson get traded? I think.
Or they're shopping them. They want a 4th.
A lot of 4ths, man. It wouldn't be terrible.
And the Vikings were tagged as the top landing spot.
They need more. They need more.
Yeah, they're trying to collect quarterbacks like the freaking Cardinals are collecting running backs, I guess.
I can subscribe, boys. 100%. Appreciate you. Anthony Richardson. I would love to see him go somewhere like Pittsburgh, but I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Is it too soon though for Indy? Like, wouldn't you want to make sure you're getting Daniel Jones back? I don't have a clue who another quarterback on that team. Are they that okay with Riley Leonard?
Yeah, I guess maybe. Yeah, that's
Riley Leonard. He's the one, right? I think.
Anthony says, I know one thing. If Washington doesn't sign a wide receiver after June 1st, I am going off.
Well, I think we're waiting to figure out what the heck the 49ers are doing with Ayuk. Pretty sure it's a foregone conclusion. Ayuk is going to Washington if he gets released ever.
I've heard that Ayuk they might not let him go to Washington, which is weird. Like, how can you do that if you're releasing somebody?
How do you do that?
John Lynch
already said he's played his last down in San Francisco. You're just going to pay him money and keep him on your roster to do nothing? That seems stupid.
Keep him as a trade chip. Just say at any point in time I could trade it, but right now you're not coming out into the building.
So they rather go get lowballed on a trade than let him go where he wants to go.
Be an add-on to a trade somewhere, I guess.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's rough, but not unheard of.
Oh,
unfortunately,
we'll give you a third if you take IU.
Talk around here is Brown going to the 49ers for a second round.
No.
Okay.
No. That's
I have heard the 49ers been sniffing around. If the Eagles give away AJ Brown for a second rounder, bro.
That's not. That's a steal for the 49ers.
If the 49ers get AJ Brown for a second, GM of the year, John Lynch.
Of course, 100%. So the wildest one that I've seen, that two different people have reported on this, and I think that it's ridiculous. It's not going to happen, and I think we should stop talking about Myles Garrett being traded.
I had that on the list.
But for some reason, a three-way trade where the Eagles, the Browns get the Patriots first round, the Eagles 2027 and 2028 first, and then Patriots get AJ Brown, and then the Eagles get Myles Garrett. That's what I saw, and I was like, brother, why? Why are you?
Maybe if you had Myles traded for an edge rusher, I could believe it.
It'd be great, but again, that's not going to happen either. That just sounds so ridiculous.
I wouldn't be shocked if Myles Garrett got traded.
Yeah, but the asking price is going to be
his relationship with the Browns seems pretty fractured.
Let's go ahead and read.
He hasn't even talked to the new head coach yet.
So the biggest name about potential landing spot post June 1st category, other than AJ Brown, is Myles Garrett. Last month we reviewed and mixed the signals emanating Cleveland as what they could happen. His recent contract restructuring delayed his annual option bonus until 7 days before the start of the regular season. With the Browns not required to pay Garrett $29.2 million by March 15th, that instantly became a factor pointing towards a potential move. After June 1st, a trade would actually create cap space for the Browns by sending Garrett's 2026 option and his 2026 salary to a new team, leaving behind only his 2026 bonus proration of $15.5 million on the books for this year. Any remaining cap charges would be moved to 2027, offset by his unloading of his 2027 cap number if he were still on the team. That's crazy. So it could happen post June 1st. And where do you think was the most likely spot?
Oh, it has to be it.
This is an NBC, guys. This is NBC Sports, so I want to know.
Well, I'm sure that there's going to be somewhere the Eagles are one likely contender. I'm sure, because everyone keeps saying
you think the Ravens pull off a trade and then back out of it?
The Ravens doing that twice in the same season?
in the same division?
In the same division, man. They never get trade with.
It's neither one of those teams are even on the list. There's two teams. There's one, both of them in the NFC East.
So then it's Commanders.
Cowboys.
One was the Cowboys and the other was the Commanders.
See, I would like to say my team, but nothing ever works out that well for me. So,
this is what they said. It said because Washington has so much money, they can absorb his contract, and they still don't have to pay any quarterback as of right now. So they can absorb the contract and really go for a push before they have to end up paying.
Can we just say something right now? If the Commanders do get Garrett, does that put me as a better team? Can we believe in my defense maybe being good?
Well, Myles Garrett, your defense is going to be phenomenal. Myles Garrett is the type of player you put him on any team that's just relatively okay. without
And then
holes
not
everywhere,
only
it
that,
makes
but
them
if you
better.
look at it, like you have the chatter with like the Eagles. Now you're saying the Cowboys are up there. Now it's one of those things where you almost have to do it just so you don't give your other teams in your division an edge.
Mm-hmm. You have to
You
push
have
for
to
it.
at least be talking to them, you know?
Yeah.
So those are the only two teams I have on here that actually could do it. There's other teams that will love to do it, but there's problems with each one of them.
If you do it, I guess I'll have to get New Jersey. You'll be rocking that one right away.
Garrett, I said, and the other side, Styles. Yeah, that would be kind of crazy.
That'd be good too.
Will we go for like one of the worst front sevens, like one of the best front sevens?
Just have Myles Garrett put you in the top 15.
I mean,
this one player.
Well, not just that, but you look at the other people we brought in too.
You know, you would be 2/3 away from completing the puzzle to be just like the Ravens. You know, have a terrific guy on the D line, terrific middle linebacker. Then all you need is a terrific safety, and then you're good.
How about this? It's one of the team that they mentioned, guys. No one's ever said it, but one of the team who has another defensive end that's really, really good. Can you guys come up with that team?
That is really, really good. Well, there's also
your division.
No,
we're not going with the Lions. I feel like every time we talk about
the NFC West. So it's like the Cardinals that have Sweat. No, okay.
Sweat asked for a trade. He's not going to be a Cardinal.
Yeah, no, I know. But
Sweat was like, team. I don't want to be part of this sinking shit.
You said an NFC team, so
it's AFC team.
West. Oh, it's an AFC.
AFC team, yeah. That has a very good defensive end that almost got traded.
The Raiders?
The Raiders.
I don't think they have the cap space. Unless they're throwing Miles.
That would be.
Unless they're throwing Max Crosby to the.
They would literally be trading Max Crosby and 2 firsts and a second for Myles Garrett.
I don't. The only reason why I don't know if I see that happening is I don't think that satisfies either of those defenses. I feel like Crosby for sure is not going to be happy going to Cleveland.
I think Cleveland's doing
while the Raiders are doing right things and will be competitive. Will they be competitive in time for Myles Garrett?
Myles Garrett is what, 30? Max Crosby is what, 29?
I think he's 20. Yeah,
I think he's about to turn 29. I think he's 29 during the season. And so there's a year between them. Max has knee issues, but the Raiders are the Cleveland Browns would be doing it for the picks.
Yes. 2 firsts and a second. And you get Max Crosby, who will still be good for a few more years easily.
It won't be bad for them, right?
No, that I think is the best case scenario kind of trade, because you got to think of how the Raiders would
still be on the hook for the guaranteed money to Crosby, right?
So his money, I believe they are on the for 2026. So they will have to absorb not his salary for 2026, but his signing bonus for 2026. I believe
that's what I was talking about. Yeah. So technically, they could.
But signing bonus is not that much.
If he doesn't work out, they could cut him, and it's not going to affect their dead cap, or they could trade him again somewhere else.
100%.
You're right. They could just be doing it for the picks, I guess.
That would be
because we know they know how to draft.
Yeah, well, but no, I think if I was the Browns,
can afford to keep Crosby. They can.
They can. They're just a little financially strapped. But if they trade for Garrett, he's not going to be as expensive. But like we said, the signing bonus and whatnot.
The $15 million would be going. So they'll have to take. It's right now. Max Crosby is costing them $29 million this year,
and they could get Garrett for 26.
For 25.
25. So that still saves them $4 million.
Yep.
And they get a better defense. I mean,
but you have to think you're going to win. Why would the Raiders do that if they?
That's what I'm saying.
Because
that's why I said if Garrett goes to the Raiders, are they going to be relevant in time for him to still?
No,
I mean, I think at 34 he could still be good, but he's not going to be as good as he was now.
100%.
He'll trail off a little bit, but even that's still a top tier defensive end.
That's it's a Khalil Mack trade. It's a Khalil Mack from the Bears to the Chargers type of trade. Why now? And yes, you're going to have a great player for a while, but 3 years, you have to be able to win in the next 3 years to make that trade. So I don't see it happening. Okay. All right. let's talk about some other guys that could be going out. All right. About the Saints, Alvin Kamara.
Ooh, I would love it if he did move on, not just for his reasons, because Alvin Kamara actually has been a pretty good running back. It just but for all purpose and whatnot, for what he's done for over the years, he. For the right price, him going out would be great because you already have a crowded backfield. You've got Neal, who you got last year. You have Travis Etienne, who, as we've seen, is a better running back, I think, as a runner than Alvin Kamara.
He's younger. Alvin Kamara's old. Yeah.
So to me,
28, 29, 30.
Yeah, so if you trade him away for a 4th-round pick, or if you someone get a 3rd, I wouldn't be mad at that. Trade him away. Then you've got just a room full of young guys. You've got Miller, Neal, and Etienne. So you would be fine there.
I think
Miller is coming off with a significant injury towards the end.
He is, but they mostly use him as a returner anyway, so it's not like
only though because I had him. My adventurous backfield pickups during the year last year.
It was so funny.
Pick somebody up. Tore an ACL. All right, bye.
Yep. Well, so it was your fault then, because I had a guy trade him to another team, and then he immediately got injured the next week. So it's your fault, Mark. Wow.
Mm-mm.
Well, Kamara was hurt, and then I think whoever else was there was hurt. And I was like, Kenny Miller, let's go. And then
that's right. Because
and then all of a sudden I was like, Kenny Miller. Oh, he tore his ACL.
Okay.
All
right. Another guy. Next name, Josh Sweat.
Yeah.
Well,
Sweat. Where's he?
Where do you see him fitting? So Joshua, who's paid, they paid him guaranteed $7.2 million in March, right? Could trade him after June 1st, push the $16.5 million in cap charges into 2027. So anyone who's picking up gets him for $9 million for a year.
I mean, I do think an NFC East team would be the best fit for him, whether it's the Commanders, Cowboys, or Eagles. Obviously not the Giants because they just collect them like bottle caps. So absolutely not. So I think one of those 3 teams would be a great fit because all 3 teams I think could afford that, especially 1 year. That seems like something that like Howie would realistically do. 1 year, prove it, cool. Did we win the Super Bowl? Great. Not? Okay. Well, you've no more use for me. Commanders could use him for many years down the road. That would be really great for them. And the Cowboys, well, ever since Micah went gone, they're in a 3-4 defense. It would probably be great for him to go there.
Beat out RJ McCarthy. That's crazy. I like to see just anyone with a heartbeat can beat out JJ McCarthy. That's interesting. As far as what you guys just said about what Josh Sweat, here's what he's heavily linked to the Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Heavily linked to the Baltimore Ravens, the Browns, the 49ers, and the Dallas Cowboys. Those are the main suitors for him. They throw in Chicago, but nah. Whatever.
No one wants to go to Chicago. You would have Sweat and Sweat?
It's because we'll have Sweat and Sweat. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Your defense is going to be sweaty.
It's just like that time that Josh Allen sacked Josh Allen.
Yeah.
But who?
I don't think anybody wants to go to the Bears right now.
Yeah, well, only because of something to curse. Yeah, let's not talk about that.
I saw that and immediately I was like, "Oh shit!"
I was like, "Man, it doesn't even look good." But I'm talking about that Tuesday, so no, y'all can't talk about it. No, I'm not doing it. But what about this Max Crosby stay? Any other trade with Max Crosby stay?
Yeah,
I think he stays this year.
Mm-hmm.
He has no bonus at all past 2026.
Yeah, so this year, sure. After that, you can open up any kind of dialogue, unless you're with the Ravens, because we all know what will happen there.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to talk to the Ravens.
No, they're not.
And I also don't think that there's a lot of talking about Max Crosby right now. I think
because everyone was like, "Oh my god!" For the first time, the Ravens traded away a first-round pick, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we can't do it. We need our first-round picks."
Okay. All right. Now we got past this. Let's talk about this stupid Madden thing.
You mean the
The leaks.
Pretty little fingernails, you know.
I don't care about that. And he's Iceman. He's just doing this. Because he was killing it. I know you don't have a quarterback that makes throws.
That was the pose
in Chicago. That's why.
It's the pose he hit after he threw the push-off touchdown to Comelet.
Push-off touchdown.
So, like, but
I just saw a replay of it. Comelet literally threw the guy away.
But real talk here, though, guys. Real talk. Are we surprised it's Caleb Williams and not someone like JSN?
No. So I was talking to Braden about this because a lot of people were like, "Oh, why Caleb Williams?" I think
because he's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback, but two, if you look at how many times he had those crazy good plays with like a lot on the line, I think that resonated with like especially like younger people.
I'm just surprised.
I think that's who they're pushing the game towards more now. These younger people.
So see,
they already got the older people locked in. They're like, we could throw straight up poop out there, and they're gonna buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty interesting argument. Then I would say the argument for Jaden Daniels because we remember his rookie season.
No, he's come off
Daniels didn't do shit last year.
He was hurt.
He didn't even play.
No, I know, but my argument to that would be that then last year's, or I think it would have been, because his rookie season was 2 years ago.
Well, you might as well put him on the cover because of last year win, okay?
Yeah, because last year, that crazy ending, and he did a phenomenal rookie season. But yes.
But they don't normally put like rookies.
But then if that's the case, pick someone, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm a bit scratching my head why it's Caleb Williams when I feel like there's other players there.
Because he's the most exciting young person coming out right now. That's just what it is. He's the most exciting young person quarterback that's out right now. And I didn't say best. I said exciting.
That's what I was saying. Exciting.
And now the Madden curse is on him and the Bears. So
why couldn't it go to Drake May? That's all I'm asking. Why couldn't you give Drake May?
There's another
Yeah, but Drake May.
You want to know why? Because he's not cool. That's the problem.
Yeah, he didn't have the like he was solid and he did great, but like when the game was on the line, Caleb Williams made those exciting plays. You didn't really see that
multiple times, like 6 times.
Moral of the story.
Even in losses, he's doing crazy plays.
100%. I mean, the Rams. Like literally, we said we almost won that game. There's no reason we should have been in that game. That's what he does.
That's true. But you know what? All for being cool, you have to suffer the Madden curse, and the Bears would suffer for it. More or less. Don't be cool, kids. Just be
I'll say this. You know why the Bears not gonna get the Madden curse?
Why?
You know why?
Why?
Because we're not good enough, and they're not quarterback for the Bears. Nah, that's not happening. The Grim Reaper's gonna walk right past us. Like, no, this team. Nah, they don't have no quarterbacks. They don't have no quarterback.
Come December, we'll see.
I mean, if it does, that means we had to do something. So whatever. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a very interesting season. I'm really looking forward to this NFL season, seeing what's happening. But I look at our divisions overall, and I think this is one of the best, my favorite time of the year because everyone could say, we have a chance to win. Everyone can say we're making moves to do something. Everyone except Arizona Cardinals. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but everybody else has a chance to win and has a chance to do something in their division. I mean, they have draft picks or good things going on.
Real quick, because I've been seeing it floating around. Could the Arizona Cardinals not win a single game next year? Could you see that happen?
Yes, but they will tie a game.
You know what?
They play the Jets.
They're
going to tie the Jets. They're going to tie the Jets.
The Jets got a lot of talent, man. I don't know.
You see, that's the thing. No
matter how much talent you have, if your quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team.
Yeah. Unironically, for some reason, the Cardinals do good against the Cowboys. I don't know why. It's a weird thing. They can suck against everyone else, but they do decently well against the Cowboys. So maybe they'll tie the Cowboys,
That's because the Cowboys aren't a good team.
Oh, he said the thing.
Hey, this is your first ever standard Madden cover for a Bear? but it's not the first Madden cover for a bear.
That's true.
Yeah,
You
but
know who was on the cover of Madden?
I know who was, but let's see if Brian can guess.
no, I wouldn't know if it was Urlacher or
No, this is your first ever standard cover. So,
who else would be some player that was getting jumped over? I don't know.
no, it was a Spanish edition.
A Spanish edition. Oh,
Yeah, Robert Garza, right tackle.
Robert Garza is a center, isn't he?
Or was he a center? Oh, he's
Yeah,
offensive lineman. He was on the
Robert Garza's
cover
a
of the Spanish edition of Madden.
It's fine.
yeah, no.
I don't think
cool.
it's the first time we have had one. I'm sure we've had extra
No,
other
it's your
pictures
first
of people
ever
jumping
standard
over us.
cover. I just
you know,
looked it up.
You know, as we're trying to
We've had
tackle on
Walter
someone
Payton
jumping
before.
over. You know,
That was-
I'm sure we had something like that.
I just looked it up. It's the first time you made like the standard, like the regular.
We're the main person on the cover. Yeah, sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure that.
Yeah.
But we probably a defense that got ran through. I can see that.
Oh, like in the background?
Yeah.
Probably.
Talking about we been
I
there.
know what you're talking about. We were on there once.
100%.
I was like, look, we made the cover. And they're like, where? And I was like, yeah, that guy like face down in the dirt that's getting walked over. Yeah, that's a commander.
Exactly. You know, that happens, man. Because I know Devin Hester was something on one of them though. Well, it wasn't a Madden. It wasn't a matter of main
I think
cover.
he was on ESPN.
Yeah. I think it was ESPN. You're right.
Yeah, because back then there's ESPN, and up until 05, there was 2K, there was also NCAA, and then Madden.
Well,
Oh,
ESPN, I think, was made
The
by
PS3 Hall of Fame edition Madden 12 cover.
Was Walter Payton.
Yeah,
Well, it's Devin Hester.
or Devin
Oh, it was
Hester.
Devin Hester. Okay.
Yeah, because
PS3 Hall of Fame edition.
Hall
Madden
of Fame
12.
edition.
Yeah. now that would go for $120. Get out of here for that. Who's paying that for Madden? Terrible.
For people who are
all these
obsessed with
prices
their
go up.
stupid card game.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a younger person thing, I think. I tried it one year. It was okay, but I was like, you have to spend so much money to get anywhere. It's not worth it.
All right, what else? Other news you
The
guys
amount
want
of
to talk
free
about?
packs they give you just
That's
don't
weird.
equal out to being able to do anything.
Well, that's because they want your money. But yeah.
What other
What
news
are
you guys
talk-
want to talk about?
You want to talk about Josh Jacobs?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know you don't like to talk about Packers, but
I hate the Green Bay Packers.
But this is a good thing for you. This is good. You know, it screws
It's
over
not a
the
good thing for
Packers.
anyone to have to deal with that. What up, B?
it's
What's up? But Josh Jacobs, yeah. When I saw that news pop up on my phone, I had to do a double take.
he was released. There's no charges as of yet, but the girlfriend is quadruple down on saying what happened. So
Well, then she needs to make sure the charges are pressed. Then, you know,
They're
can't
going to
just
do
be a
the
publicity
investigation
stunt.
first. They're going to do an
and
investigation.
apparently this
and then
wasn't
that's-
just a random incident. Apparently it's fairly common. So
I
that's-
guess once a Raider, always a Raider. You know.
So I have a wild take Anthony Richardson trade to the Vikings and JJ to the Colts.
Oh, you know what? That is wild. So I'll give you that. But now that just seems like you're just trading for a white version. He won't be any better, and he'll get hurt.
Hey, I never once heard
Enjoy your
JJ
breakfast,
say
man.
he came off the field because he was tired. Okay.
He just is confused.
Yeah.
Now, has it come off lots of times because of injury? Yes, that has happened.
Oh man. I can't believe so. And then we could talk about, I guess, Cleveland. It looks like Deshaun Watson will be the starting. Yeah, I just did it would be. I told him, hey, have a good breakfast, man. So
He
Deshaun
has to
Watson
be,
will
right?
be the starter. Shadur
has to
Sanders
be,
will
right?
be the backup. It
I
looks
mean,
like he
Munchin
is.
already crying and moaning about the other two quarterbacks in 7-on-7. So I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
Apparently,
say-
they asked him how practice went, and he was like very pissed off, saying how embarrassing it was because 7-on-7 with no pass rush, and my quarterbacks are out there throwing picks.
Yeah.
Speaking of Shador and whatever the other guy's name was, I can't remember.
Yeah. However, Casey Conception has been looking pretty good though. And that makes me pretty happy to see, because he was a guy that I thought was going to beat out Boston, in my opinion, because I don't really trust, who is it, Judy that's there, right? Judy's there, right? Yeah.
Jerry Judy's still going to start. He's still a starting wide receiver.
He's got to start, but I've never been the hugest Jerry Judy fan. I know a lot of people love him, but I just see
in the slot and then Boston on the other side.
They're probably going to start all three of them.
You're going to have to. I just think KC is the better. So far from what I've seen from training camp, he looks like he's the better athlete. He looks like he's the better starter.
He's the slot.
He is a slot. That is the only thing. So they will have to do that, which means, are we really going to see? No, I guess we could still see 12 personnel.
But back to your question, though. Is it a smart move, though? I feel like it's almost a smart move for Cleveland. One, I mean, obviously, justifying the money you're paying the man, he should start. But if he comes back, he is healthy, and if he looks slightly good, maybe you trade him on after this year, because he won't be. His dead cap goes way down, I think, next year.
Yep.
So maybe you get out from under it, you get something back if he looks decent. Well, what else do you have to lose at this point? I mean,
what if Cleveland does well? Is there a scenario?
That's the other flip of the question.
Cleveland
he does well in that defense. Obviously, we know the defense.
The defense is phenomenal, and he does enough. Quinshon Judkins comes back healthy. You have Jerry Judy, Casey Concepcion, David Boston, and Cedric Tillman. Like, you have Harold Fannin Jr. If they can hold up on the line, right? Because they put Fano down there. Tevin Jenkins at right guard, Tyrus Howard at right tackle. They have some guys.
They do. And the last time that Deshaun Watson was fully healthy and they had an easy schedule, he was a top 5 fantasy quarterback. That was in 2020.
Deshaun Watson was even good when they were terrible. When the Texans were falling apart,
True.
He was good even then.
For 3 years, he was a full-on starter. He was top 5 in fantasy every single year.
There was arguments that was he better.
It's a easy schedule.
I think get all touchy-feely at the massage parlor and ruin everything for everybody.
It's true, Well, him and Robert Kraft are buddies, speed dial and whatnot. Whenever they see a new one open up,
New England isn't like trying to trade for him and signing Justin Tucker.
Join the Tuck Club today.
Yeah.
Deshaun was like there's arguments that he was going to be the best. He was going to be the face of the league. He was the better quarterback. We're talking about Patrick Mahomes. There was arguments that he was all those things. He had more of a better game feel than Patrick Mahomes did. He, understood how to win. He was a winner. That's what all the stuff was about. Deshaun Watson was going to be that dude. Is there a possibility that Deshaun Watson leads the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs next year?
So not this year, but next year.
No, 2026. This 2026 year.
Okay, so for this season coming up,
in this division with new coaches.
Practice my no. Does Deshaun Watson lead them? No. Can they make the playoffs? Maybe, but it won't be because of Deshaun Watson.
With all that talent around him? Think about all the talent they put around him now.
Again,
if they make the playoffs, it's because of that defense.
Well, again, I truly think that if you're targeting Browns players, especially in fantasy football, I know we're talking about football, but also fantasy, take a dart throw on Deshaun Watson, who no one's going to draft, because he'll do way better than he has the last 3 years on an easy schedule. Judkins has a very easy schedule as a running back. Harold Fannin, his is a little bit tougher, but as a tight end. But you're looking at everything in general. They have the tools and the right skilled position players to do something. However, it's more of what are you going to get from Deshaun Watson, and also what are all the wide receivers going to do? Because there are few mouths to feed. They're all young guys outside of Jerry Judy. So I don't think they'll make the playoffs. If they did, it would be a dark horse team, I think, to lose in the wild card round. I have a different team in that division making the playoffs and winning their division.
But also, to be that division's wide open. I feel like any 4 of those teams could win it.
Yes.
But also, is Deshaun Watson going to be healthy at the end of the season? Is he going to make it through the season?
That's what we need to see.
Well, it doesn't matter.
With Cleveland, he's made it through a season.
Does it matter, though? if they get off to a good start, and Quinshon Judkins is good through his fibula and ankle is healed up, and he's ready to go, and the offensive line is doing decent, and they have those receivers out there, can Shedeur Sanders come in week 8 and lead them to? I mean, he already led them to games, winning games. Can he come? Let's say they're 6-2, and Deshaun gets hurt. Can he come in and get them 4 more wins and then get to the playoffs? Especially with that schedule.
Your question was, can Deshaun Watson lead?
So I don't think Deshaun Watson. If you ask me if Shedeur could, my answer is going to be the same.
That's the scenario. The answer is no.
I think Shedeur is no. I think Shedeur.
I don't.
But can he do it as a help, as an aid? Can the Cleveland Browns be good enough to make it to the playoffs?
I mean, they're going to throw Shedeur in there and be like, just don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
put up enough points. Defense will keep you in the games.
I think for where you got Shedeur,
I think the defense should be good, but it's still a bit of a question mark because Jim Schwartz is not there anymore.
So, again, those are valid concerns. So, yeah, I don't think they're going to win the division. I don't think they're a playoff team, but I wouldn't be surprised if Deshaun Watson is healthy, has a terrific year. Judkins has a great year. Fannin has a pretty decent year. That's it. Casey Conception has a decent year. Maybe Boston does too. I could see that offense doing decently pretty well. Again, I have a different team winning that division entirely, but anything's possible.
There's no team in that division that scares me. There's none.
No,
There's
not.
If
That's why I said
you
the division's
told
wide
me
open.
If you told me the Bengals won the division, I'd be like, I can see
Okay.
it. If you told me the Ravens win the division, I'd be like, yeah, I can see it. If you told me the Browns won the division, I'd be like, yeah, okay, probably 9-8. I can see it. Whatever.
You told me the division winner of that division was 7-9. I'd be like,
if you told me
9,
every team in that division is either 9-8 or 8-9, I'll tell you I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it will be like the one year with the NFC East where everybody was so terrible, somebody had to win it.
You mean the Commanders?
Yes, the Commanders in that case.
Yeah, we won it that year. Hey, you laugh, but we're the only ones that gave Tampa Bay a run for their money in that postseason. Okay, just throwing it out there. With Taylor Heineke as our QB. Just saying.
Anthony says, I don't think the Ravens will win the division, but can you not see it? They still have the best players.
We're not saying
King Henry is still there.
If they did,
Henry,
like,
they have Lamar, Zay Flowers. I don't really care too much for Mark Andrew, but Mark Andrew, and then
I like how we said if the Bengals win it, yeah. If the Browns win it, yeah. If the Ravens, yeah. But we didn't say it's damn thing about the Steelers.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers. That's why. I don't care how old it is.
I didn't even say what about the Steelers, and then nothing. Ghost town. Nothing was said after that. I was like, okay,
I hate him. I don't
care.
There's
a 4 team in there.
No.
Sorry. Yeah, the Steelers.
No. You know what's funny? Because the Steelers are my team. That's my AFC team. That's my favorite. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. He shouldn't have came back. I'm so mad.
Well, hey, it's only for 1 year, so just hate on just for a little longer.
100% what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have all my Steelers stuff still out. I'm just gonna wait 1 year till he leaves. Then I'll be back again. That's all right.
All right. Here's a birthday gift. Let's get him a Funko Pop of Aaron Rodgers. Let's do it.
Dude, I will burn that shit. I don't care how old it's going on.
Burn it live for the views. Do it.
I will burn it live.
He just wants to see Brian destroy something live on YouTube, I guess.
It would be great, I'm going to pencil that in real quick.
Oh, man, that's funny. Is there any other division that you think is going to flip upside down from last year? I have one in particular, but I want to know if you guys have one.
Flip upside down. Ooh. I think the most likely is probably the NFC North, because I feel like everyone always talks that all those teams have a great shot of making the playoffs and then coming towards the end of it.
That's what happened last year.
2 games between the first and last.
Yeah, and it's going to be the same this year. I don't think that's going to.
I'm trying to think of who wins the division and then who gets bounced out of the division, and how many actually make the playoffs. I think only 2 teams from there make the playoffs.
But everyone was 9-8. Like it was 9-8, 9-8, 9-7-1, and the Bears won 11 games. Like there's no one was sub 500. So like
Yeah.
that's not a good one to do because it's not when we flip it upside down, it would just be
I mean-
shaking it to the side.
The easy answer would be the NFC East because it always happens.
Yeah, but
But I don't
He
wanna
definitely
be-
want to say that. Of course, he don't want to say
no,
that.
of course not. Just like you and Aaron Rodgers, I ain't gonna bring up the
I'm talking
East.
about the
No.
Giants are going to win the division. No, I can't even say
No,
that.
no,
Oh,
I was gonna
sorry.
say
no.
I'm gonna
Can't say
ban
that
you
with a
straight to
straight face.
Shadowrun with that. Get out.
AFC West is the division, guys.
AFC West.
Oh, yeah, just because the Chiefs will be good
The
again.
Chiefs will be back up near the top again. They will probably win the division again this year.
Well, I mean, we
I
shouldn't
feel like
count
that's
out
kind of a
the-
cop out too. I feel like the AFC West is like the NFC North at this point, outside of the Raiders being
What
so bad.
lowers the standings? That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Well, outside
then-
of the Raiders being so bad, I mean,
The Raiders
Chiefs
are gonna
were
win more than
right
3
there at
games.
almost 500.
The Raiders are going to win more than 3 games. The Chiefs are going to win more than 6 games. I
They only won
think it's
6
going.
games.
Yeah, Chargers won 11 and Broncos won 14. I'm going to tell you that the Chargers are going to win closer to 9 games. I'm going to tell you the Broncos are going to win closer to 10 games. I'm going to tell you the Chiefs are going to win 13 games and that the Raiders are going to win 8 games.
So, question then, when it comes to the Chiefs, because I find that take very interesting. Are you counting the 13 also including the ones Justin Fields starts, or do you think Mahomes will be ready week 1 to just?
I think Justin Fields is going to keep their head above water. I think
Okay.
he's going to get very similar to what he did for Pittsburgh, 4-2 or something like that. They're going to use his legs. They're not going to let him throw the ball too much. But Andy Reid is going to start to develop him throwing the ball just a little bit. You might even see his throw change. They might be out there literally changing his throwing motion, teaching them how to read things. The question is, what the frick are you gonna do with Rasheed Rice and that idiot?
Yeah. No. Well, he'll be unless he gets suspended by the NFL. He's just gonna,
That's pretty good, Anthony. That's the Patreon stuff right
So
there.
it's for paid membership only. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. No, Rasheed Rice. Andy Reid said he's hoping that this makes him realize what he's losing. We can lose. They can make him realize that being young and talented is not good enough. Just being young and talented is not enough. You have to be a good person, and he's going to realize that. Now, I hope he figures this stuff out, because there's a lot of stories out here, that see these wide receivers that have gone down because they think they're the divas and they think they're great and they think they can do whatever the hell they want, and the lives end.
I also feel like it stems with the people you put yourself around.
Yes. Yeah. He's only in there for 30, and then he has.
Look, you
60
guys
days
say
left.
go to jail for 30 days and say it's only 30 days.
Yeah.
He's in
Football player.
He's in jail. Like, he's not like this. They take your clothes. You're not sitting behind a cell. Like, you're in jail, bro. Like,
No, he's going to be in some kind of special facility though, because he's doing his rehab in jail.
Yep.
I think so. He's in actually he's in prison, but I think it's like a first level. This is not maximum security prison.
No,
Yeah.
of course not. Not Hannibal Lecter over here.
Josh Jacobs not a wide receiver.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I talk about there's a lot of wide receivers that have done a lot of bad things that have all been taken out in the NFL. If you don't want, just look at the draft history with the Raiders.
Henry Ruggs was up for parole.
Yeah.
He got denied, but
It's kind of crazy now that I think about it. You're right. There's a lot of wide receivers that get deemed for things, but the biggest headliners that I can think of have mostly been running backs who like do something crazy, and then people just
Domestic stuff has been a lot with running backs.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
A lot of the crazy stuff and being, doing other stuff has been
like stupid things like driving 100 plus, wrecking a car,
thinking that I'm that dude. I can do whatever. The laws don't apply.
But that also fits though, because for wide receivers, they are the biggest divas out of every other position. If a quarterback was doing that, he's not starting for anybody. He's done, because that's the face of your franchise and potentially a face of the league. You can't be doing that. But that's kind of wild to think about.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about the wide receivers do these stupid things. So I'm just saying, He's the only thing I worry about. Does the NFL suspend him?
If they do, because they're so wishy-washy how they suspend things, it'll probably only end up being 3 or 4 games. That will be it.
They just suspended him.
Talking about Rasheed Rice?
Yeah.
Wasn't he already suspended?
Yeah, he's already been suspended. So I feel like this is it. So they can't do anything else. It's a black eye on the division. But I don't know if there's anything else. I think, and I'm going to say this. I think Kansas City is going to be good for this year and this year only.
Mm-hmm. See, I look at their cap and I look at what they got, and I just get worried that they're just one injury away from being nuclear just exploded. Like if Mahomes gets hurt again, I think that's it. Diego wide receivers. Nah. Shut up, Mark. Shut up. I see you laughing. Shut up.
I'm sorry, it's funny.
I mean, you have had some of the highest ranked defensive wide receivers.
Yes. You know, we've had Terrell Owens. You know,
let me do my sit-ups and push-ups in my driveway.
That's my quarterback, man.
That's my quarterback.
You know, all things considering, I actually never really thought of AJ Brown as that much of a diva, just a player who wanted more opportunity to show why, you traded for him. That's all that I've seen.
That's what all wide receivers say. The problem is when you come in doing that during the damn game. Yeah.
I mean,
you think the rules don't apply to you.
You
think this is not what you do, and that's
people got mad because he was reading a book on a sideline when it's like,
I would have killed someone if I was on a team and I turned and looked at the bench and my starting wide receiver was reading the book. I would have choked the shit out of him. They would have to cut me from the team because I would have I would choke the shit out.
When you're a team and you're playing a game, you need to have your head completely in that game. And then when your number one receiver's on the sideline reading a book at the end of the bench by himself.
I think that there's levels.
I'm not saying what he came out later saying it helps me, whatever. I'm just saying it puts off a bad signal to most people.
It's great for media, but again, I just don't.
Yeah, and they made that book number 1 on Amazon. So
they did. You know what? Because was that 2024 when that happened, or 20? Yes, yeah. So as soon as they won the Super Bowl, suddenly boom, everybody wants to buy that.
I know I went number 1 before you even got to the Super Bowl.
Well, I could believe Eagle fans would buy it. I didn't, but those books are very important.
You guys are some. Okay. All right. Last thing I want to talk about. This is this kind of fleeting topic real quick. Did anyone see Greg Hardy get his ass whooped in the MMA fight?
I did not.
He missed the weight by 25 pounds, went in 25 pounds heavy, and got knocked the crap. I mean, just destroyed. But in this MMA fight. So
he used to be defensive end.
Yep, it used to be Greg Hardy.
Cowboys.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I can't say I'm shocked he was 25 pounds overweight.
Well, he had time to do it. He's been doing MMA fighting for the last 3 or 4 years now.
Oh wow. Apparently, he's not taking it too seriously. Then again, he didn't take his football career too seriously either. So.
No. Wasn't he also the same guy who grabbed the clipboard out of the coach's hand and broke it? If I remember right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know he did something and he was suspended 6 games or so.
But
he was threatening his girl.
That's what it was.
At what point, no matter how talented a player is, unless he's the face of your franchise, do you have to just sit down and just discipline someone and tell, hey, you're done, or hey, you're not playing the next few games, you're sitting. Take Rice, him being always stupid. I get how talented he is. At what point does Andy Reid just say, look, you've been causing too much distractions, you're sitting out because you need to get your head on straight, or whenever a player goes up and shoves his coach, you don't ever do that, ever. We saw Travis Kelce do that one year, and I get it, he's very passionate, but at what point do you have to discipline these players to where they can't?
I thought all these examples out for the Kansas City Chiefs, and not one of those players were ever even close to being suspended.
I know.
By the Chiefs, anyway.
I know. But that's the thing. I have nothing against Travis Kelce when I bring that up, because I get it. But Rice especially, you're so talented, but you're doing this stupid stuff, and it looks bad on our organization as a business.
But
would you be comfortable if one of your biggest name guys was just doing dumb shit, and it's hurting your image in a way because
the problem is if he's that good of a player and he plays, you winning is going to outdo whatever bad he's going to do. And that's
Yep.
winning.
But then it continues to feed his ego to where eventually he does something stupid
You're not wrong,
like Antonio Brown. You know, Antonio Brown is a perfect case of somebody.
Antonio Brown got CTE, man. That's
no NFL team is going to suspend their best player on their own.
On their own, no, because it's too much money in there.
No.
That's what I'm saying. They're paying them.
But they could sit him out one or two games. I mean, they do it all the time with like QBs.
No one's going to self-do this. No one's going to do it on themselves. No.
They'll only do it if the higher ups in the NFL tell them.
He said, "I pay you to do this, make these decisions. I'm not going to."
Well, we're gonna appeal, and he's gonna play until that's done.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, like I said, not like the face offenders, like a quarterback, because those.
That's what I think is funny. You're suspended, and then they're like, "Oh, but they're appealing, so he can play until the appeal is done." And you're just like, "I'm so confused." That's every sport, though.
But that's it.
That's your camera, Brian.
Well.
It was such a heated conversation, you know, just
when he muted himself, camera turned off. Bye, Brian.
No, but
that's every sport, though. Every sport does that.
This is true.
Baseball's notorious. I think Pete Crow Armstrong of the Cubs was fined and suspended, and I don't even know if he served it yet because he's appealing it. And this was like a month ago.
What's that guy's name?
I said my baby came in and she was she wasn't dressed the right way.
He's who was that Raiders wide receiver? You know, the one that fire, that accident, someone died in that.
Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs. So we just talked about Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, and
he actually was up for parole. He got.
I was gonna say he's eligible for parole. So he got denied. Never mind. I was gonna say if he came back into the league, would the Raiders keep him and see what he could still do,
or would the Raiders even hold his rights anymore?
Yeah. So then who would sign
that can of worms?
Yeah. That's the question is who would sign
dog fighting is one thing. Killing somebody is a whole other.
Yep. But you know.
That's too much. Guys, you know what? I think the problem is everyone forgets that this is a business. That you are a business entity and you need to treat yourself as such and you need to be running your things as that way. You know, like this is a business and I need to be making sure business wise I'm doing these things. And everyone needs to keep that in their mind when they're doing whatever this decision they're going to make. And if they do that, then they should be all right. You know, I'm going to prepare myself for the season in a certain way. I'm going to take time to relax, and that's a certain thing. But you need to make sure that you're doing the right thing so you're available for that team. That's why they're paying the money. Not just it's not trying to go against your freedom, but just that you are understanding that they're paying you for a reason. This is how it's going to work. That's how it works. So. All right. Any other news, guys, you want to talk about before we get out of here?
I just want to ask a question because we were talking about this and I brought up dog fighting. And then I don't know if you heard, but apparently Michael Vick was doing some interview. He just got inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
He says he deserves to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. What are your thoughts? He said he is the reason why football is played the way it is today with no.
That's not the requirements of the Hall of Fame. That's not.
I don't disagree.
He changed the game. He did change the game. He changed the way you
game. He said his mark was left so like to the point where people with today he's.
How many black quarterbacks were there before Michael Vick came out? And then allowing them to run and doing things and then still throwing the ball down the field and having a deep threat. The way he does things, he has left an everlasting mark on this league. 100%. That is not what the Hall of Fame is about. The Hall of Fame is about your career numbers and what you've done.
Yes.
But also, I feel like that aside, off the field stuff impacts your Hall of Fame too.
And
unfortunately,
it does.
I don't think he's ever going to be in the Hall of Fame because of what he did off the field.
Yeah, because the only other quarterback I can think of, and this is way before, I know definitely before my time, but Randall Cunningham, I know, was that guy that was like that, but not I think
But
it's
he
the
was
same
he was
athleticism
one
as
off.
Mike.
He didn't change the league the way it was.
No,
You know, you could
no,
say Doug
exactly,
Williams, you could say
no.
Randall Cunningham, you could say all those, but they didn't change the way. Literally after Michael Vick, everyone started doing it. Everyone said, "Okay, we can get we got." I think it was Donovan McNabb, but Donovan McNabb was a pocket quarterback, no matter what.
He was.
That's just what he was. He was prototypical. There's other ones, but being this flashy, fast, run first, all that stuff, he's changed the game, the way teams look for things and how they address things. So I'm just saying he did change. There should be a wing saying this is the guy who did something, but he doesn't have his own wing. He doesn't have his own his stuff in the Hall of Fame. He's not going to be a Hall of Famer.
One could also make an argument, though, that if you are that inspirational to the game of football, that they most of the time do wind up being in the NFL Hall of Fame because
I don't think he's not even Hall of Fame level. Like he's at the Hall. So like Donovan McNabb to me is a Hall of very good, right? The Hall of very good. I think Michael Vick's in the Hall of good, like a level below Donovan McNabb. Like so, like that's like I don't think Hall of Fame. Just because I like you a lot doesn't mean fame.
And at the end of the day, it was his own damn fault he's not in. Because if he didn't disappear for the 4 years, and he played for 4 years, he probably would have had the numbers.
He would have had the numbers and probably would have had.
He can cry all he wants. He should be in the Hall of Fame. But it's his own fault. He's not.
Yeah. Is it like? Do I think Cam Newton should be in the Hall of Fame? No. He's a Hall of Good.
Do you think the NFL is not hard on Rice because of the team he plays on?
I don't think they give two craps.
That has nothing to do with it. That's just feeding.
You say that, but like if you look at on almost anybody who's been doing stupid stuff lately,
correct.
What's happened to him?
Heck, look at Alvin Kamara when he jumped that one dude beat his ass, and it was on camera, but nothing happened to him
during the Pro Bowl. Like,
there's so many arrests that have been going on. It's not. Yeah, no.
You can tell me that doesn't look bad when you're top running backs in the league beating up people during the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, but if you bet on a game, suspended the whole season because that's just deplorable behavior. 100%. Go beat somebody up on your own time, but don't bet. That's just the integrity of the game is ruined. Then make it make sense.
He says, "What? Who will sign Ruggs? Ravens or Cleveland?" The Mean Machine.
Mean Machine. Mean Machine.
That's what we're going with.
That'd be funny.
All right, guys. Then we're gonna get out of here. Appreciate everyone being here for our show. You guys are all awesome. Appreciate Anthony because you are phenomenal. B, thanks for the shout out. And thank you guys for being with us too. We'll see you guys again Tuesday. I am definitely doing my Bears show. Can't wait to do it because we got to talk about Caleb Williams. And then we'll be back on Dynasty Pylon on Wednesday and the Morning Spike on next Monday. So thank you guys. Oh, by the way, my birthday's the 14th, so I probably won't be here in 2 weeks. Till then, we'll see you guys a little bit later. Peace.
Peace.